massive cheers when the teams were announced. One for Paul Gascoigne, one for Graham Stewart, of course, who used to play here, and one for Duncan Ferguson, who's on the bench this evening, but his second home debut is anticipated at some stage. The air is still pretty full of acrid smoke following quite literally fireworks to greet the teams. The first match at Goodison Park in the new season, on by Stephen Hughes. It's Kishishev, now Nyarko. There's Rufus sliding in. Oh, and Graham Stewart's slack pass. Kinsella getting him out of trouble. First meaningful touch for Paul Gascoigne. Might get another touch as Stewart, though, hooks it away in front of him, but Gascoigne continues his run down the left-hand side. He's got Pristonian support. Now Stephen Hughes, and Nyarko to his right, and Watson is shouting for it. The pass wasn't the most accurate that Ghanaian international will play, but Gravesen does very well, and Watson, committed in the tackle, wins the throw-in for Everton. The new men linking up well for Everton down the right-hand side. Thomas Gravesen and Steve Watson. Here's Gravesen, the Dane. It's aimed towards the back post, and Francis Jefferson just a little too strong the cross. Well, Hunt was totally unchallenged there, and here's Lisby with two in the penalty area. Still Lisby. Weir gets the block in, and possibly Kevin Lisby just had a little bit too much time there. Chance for Everton to counter, but Nyarko's pass isn't quite accurate enough. Kinsella anticipated that better than Nyarko. Now Gascoigne. Oh, that was dangerous. And Andy Hunt very nearly got hold of it. Everton making a mess as they try and clear. And oh, it's good football from Everton. Now Hughes with his namesake Mark Hughes, the target on the penalty spot. Pistoni to take the throw. Gascoigne, who's been bright early on. Now Stephen Hughes up against Kinsella and wins the first corner of the evening. Do with it. Nyarko trying to get away from Rufus, and instead a firm header in by Richard Goff from just outside the 6-yard box. Enjoying some time in possession. Now Lisby. And this is Kinsella with 3 in the penalty area to aim for. Back to Lisby. Maybe just a little bit too intricate from the Charlton point of view, but they've won a corner out of it, their first of the evening. Jensen, £4 million from Bolton in the summer. And the target was Rufus, and the header, a firm one. Gravesen is pulled away to the right. Instead, that is towards Mark Hughes, comes off the back of Hughes and Tyler, and then a big shout for a penalty as Goff goes down underneath the challenge. And the Charlton player who made the challenge, Mark Kinsella, has only just got to his feet now. And here it is. Well, it was certainly, the studs were high from Mark. Strong from Kishishev. Hughes looking for a run. Jeff has provided it, but the pass just had a little bit too much weight on it. Walter Smith has already said that Francis Jeffers at 19 is just too young, quite simply, to play a whole Premiership season. And possibly one of the reasons why Duncan Ferguson has returned and is on the bench this evening. Kevin Campbell should be ready for a first team place in about mid-September after a knee injury. This is good from Charlton. Jensen, and the shot in the end from Lisby. Gascoigne to take. He's been in the thick of it on his home debut this evening. I suppose we have to call him former England international, Paul Gascoigne, towards Goff. Got some sort of touch on it, but not hard enough to direct it back across goal. Everton have done well down the left-hand side in the early stages. Hughes, two in the penalty area, Gascoigne on the edge of it. This is Jeffers, can he get a shot in on goal? Blocked by Tyler. Oh, lovely play from Pistone. Stephen Hughes isn't showing too much interest in the throw-in. And misplaced pass from Gascoigne. Well, the referee got a good view of that and said Hunt used his chest, and now here's Lisby all on his own, waiting for support. It's arriving the shape of Robinson, and Lisby in the end goes alone and shoots straight at Paul Gerrard. Stephen Hughes, and Jeffers is onside, and well saved by Kiley with his legs. Well, by some distance, the best chance of the match so far. Kinsella just thinks about a shot. Oh, great dispossession by Nyako, but still the impetus with Charlton and Powell. Hunt jumping at the far post. But Charlton will pick it up again in the shape of Kishishev. Good response, having so nearly conceded a goal. Ravson loses possession. And this is Robinson. And then very nearly played a cute 1-2 with Mark Hughes. Kishishev. And Jensen after Hunt's dummy. Oh, what a good challenge from Paul Gascoigne. How about that for some tracking back from Charlton's second corner of the match. Jensen takes it again. Rufus once more is the target. Lisby just ensuring his teammates were onside. This is good stuff from Charlton. And first to Stewart, and then the chance fell to John Robinson. Oh, it's expert retention of possession by Mark Hughes. Jeffers, Gascoigne makes the run beyond him. Now Gascoigne's got to get back and assume a central midfield position. Return pass from Pistone was too short, and Charlton have broken with a fair amount of purpose and no little speed, almost do so again. They're certainly not overawed. Now Charlton have got 3 men forward to Everton's 5. Easily out jumping Kevin Lisby. Good ball from Stephen Hughes. Jefferson and Gascoigne slightly left it to each other. And then Klaus Jensen appeared to catch Mark Hughes, but the referee was right on the spot and is happy for play to continue. Now this is promising from Charlton. Kinsella with the shot. 10 yards, that's the new rule which has definitely come into operation this season. Gascoigne takes the free kick straight into the wall. But there we see evidence of the new 10-yard rule, if you like, coming into play. Gascoigne to take. Kylie stays on his line. Big shouts again for a penalty. The referee is not interested. And to be fair, the shouts were more led by the crowd than the Everton players. Lisby, Gravison, all the way over on this side to track him back. It's a great crossfield pass. And Steve Watson did superbly well to intercept it, because Graham Stewart was lurking just behind him. Gascoigne, very nearly inch perfect. The Jeppers, oh! Dean Kiely's just hammered it straight at Francis Jeppers. That could have gone anywhere. Robinson, but no change at all out of Steve Watson so far, and Watson continues to win that particular tussle. Just a little bit of edge appearing in the match, a little bit of atmosphere amongst the home supporters. Gascoigne has been quite influential so far. Now Stephen Hughes on his favourite left foot, tries a shot, and Kiely got a touch to it. And it's a corner that goes down as a good save from the Charlton goalkeeper. It's on his favourite left foot, Stephen Hughes. And a good save from Dean Kiely. That's going to take it. Goff up there as ever. Here is towards Goff. But never really got the necessary... Good turn from Mark Hughes away from Rufus. And Rufus appeared to catch him late. The referee, of course, may well have seen it and will take action when the move breaks down. And Nyarko, Gascoigne shouting for it, is unmarked on the edge of the penalty area. That was never handball, but that is a foul from Andy Hunt. He doesn't really need to get involved in all that. He brought the ball down well, just couldn't get it out from under his feet. Here's Graham Stewart. Lisby just got too much power on that downward header. Gravson. The pace of the game has slightly bypassed the Danish player just at the moment. But it hasn't bypassed this man, Gascoigne. It's aimed towards Mark Hughes. Well, Goff needed to break up that attack because there was plenty of momentum behind it from the Charlton point of view. Now Gascoigne with a little bit of space to work in. And then Nyarko can pick up the thread of the attack. Watson overlapping. 3 in the penalty area to aim towards. Away by Kinsella. Lisby battling away there for his side, doing what all strikers should do and defending from the front. Watson didn't quite cramp down that Everton right. And Stephen Hughes down the left-hand side is screaming for the ball, totally unmarked. He's still totally unmarked. There's no one within 20 yards of Stephen Hughes. He's going to have to make more noise than that, otherwise they'll never pick him out. And Nyarko looks up, and that is aimed towards the former Arsenal man. Every time Andy Hunt chests the ball down, the crowd shout handball. Watson with a perceptive pass. Hughes finally gets hold of it. Gascoigne again, and Yarko made a forward run. Oh, cleverly done by Watson. Jeppers. And is that a corner? Yes, it is. Kinsella did well to read Jeppers' intentions, but Goff lurking menacingly on the edge of the penalty area, instead it's towards Ferguson, and somehow kept out off the line from Thomas Gravesen. Powell is not brought down and needs to get back into possession. Kept just cool, had a look around, saw there were no red shirts near him, and just ran it out of danger. Tyler and Hughes. Now Hughes has gone down, held his head, stood up again straight away, and Carl Tyler, who's already been booked, could be sent off here. Now Mark Kinsella is making sure that not too many Charlton players surround the referee. Remember the new code of conduct about more than 3 players protesting too vehemently to a referee. But Carl Tyler could be sent off. He's already been booked for one clash with Mark Hughes. Now what's the referee going to do? A yellow card to Mark Hughes, and to Carl Tyler a second yellow card. And Charlton are reduced to 10 men with just under 8 minutes till half-time. Actually wait till half-time, or will he make an adjustment now? Gascoigne takes the free kick. Gravesen. And Jensen and Lisby exchanging clever headers. Now if Lisby can play it to his left, Jensen's made a great run. Oh, Lisby thought about going it alone and has just been out-muscled by sheer weight of numbers as much as anything else. Alan Kerbishley is out of the dugout, and Keith Peacock has joined the discussion, as in fact Everton make a substitution. Pistone comes off and David Unsworth comes on. Stephen Hughes to Mark Hughes, who is going to be booed by the Charlton supporters for his part in the sending off. It was one of those you could argue that a good strong talking to the pair of them would have sorted it out without the need for cards, but there we are. And Yarko. Watson towards Stephen Hughes on the volley, and well blocked by Kisishev. Not a good place for Andy Hunt to lose possession. Watson. Oh, away by Kisishev. That was dangerous, clearing across his own penalty area. And Yarko, who's been pretty quiet in this first half. Oh, now Gascoigne definitely had a little flick at Kinsella then. As the Charlton midfielder went past, Gascoigne felt he should have got a free kick, and he had a little flick at Kinsella's shins. Now, back to the action. Goff. Gascoigne had to shoot first time. Oh, and then ruthless very late on Stephen Hughes. I think Thomas Grafson was trying a little bit of kidology then, as if to say they were arguing, referee, we deserve another 10 yards. Gascoigne desperate to take it, but also Unsworth might strike it left-footed instead. Oh, well, it was the right thing to do, but I don't think Grafson was expecting it. Nyako. Two minutes of stoppage time at the end of the first half, and we're into them. Charlton with everybody behind the ball, everybody inside their own half. Gascoigne still going. Chance for Everton to score right at the end of the half, and Jeffers in the end couldn't keep it down. Well, Paul Gascoigne probably the most influential figure in the first half, but it remains 0-0 at half-time, but Charlton down to 10 men. Now, for how long can Charlton's 10 men hold out against Everton? Or will they surprise just about everybody in Goodison Park and go on and score the first goal? Last time they played here, the season they were relegated a couple of years ago, they, by Alan Kirbishley's admission, put in one of their worst performances of the season in losing 4-1. Francis Jeffers scored on that day, and so too did Graham Stewart for Charlton from the penalty spot. Here's Steve Brown, the substitute who came on for Lisby after Carl Tyler's sending off. And they could. Will Everton have the incisiveness and ability to get down the Charlton defence? Watson. Now Jeffers, who's got some good pace. Oh! And that was so close to the opening goal for Mark Hughes, sliding in at the far post. That would have been a spectacular diving-headed goal from the Welsh international. He just couldn't quite get on the end of it. But a sign maybe of the pattern to come in this second half. And also a sign of the fact that Mark Hughes on the edge of the penalty area, just has a little bit of space, and Watson gets it back from Hughes, away by Kinsella. Oh, that seemed as if Hughes did lead with the arm. Need to inject a little bit of impetus into play, Everton. Gascoigne, Jeffers! Made by Paul Gascoigne, scored by Francis Jeffers. And Everton are into the lead. An incisive run, a very simple but effective pass, And an excellent finish.
Goal scorer for Everton, Francis Jeffers.
Now, how will Charlton respond tactically to that? They've got such an injury crisis with their strikers. They've got no real options left on the bench, and they've taken Kevin Lisby off already. Well, Gascoigne's had such an encouraging evening from the Everton point of view. He could only top it off with a goal. Jensen. Andy Hunt's going to have to make an awful lot of possibly not very much in the remainder of this second half. And Charlton at some stage are going to have to commit men forward in pursuit of an equaliser. Robinson jumping out of the way of Watson. Watson acknowledging there was a poor challenge. A shot coming in from Kinsella. Award a free kick. Stephen Hughes and Unsworth over it, and Yarko's there too. Stephen Hughes takes it over the head of Watson. In towards Jeffers in the end at the far post, and out to Weir. Stabbed in first time by Gascoigne. Jeffers does well. Weir might try a shot. Blocked by Brown. Every red shirt behind the ball now, and Kiley takes it well, and he's looking. And this is the moment that Goodison Park has been waiting for. Mark Hughes comes off, and Duncan Ferguson comes home.
Duncan Ferguson replacing Mark Hughes.
Jeffers is onside, Kinsella at his back, and the Charlton player has done absolutely brilliantly. Welcome back to Goodison, Duncan. Now, Charlton have already lost one central defender this evening through 2 yellow cards. Rufus has got to be careful, and I think Ferguson is going to let him know he's around for the remaining 20 minutes or so. Parker, and Hunt is offside. Was close. On in a way to judge just how far Charlton have come in the last couple of years, because they were comfortable enough for about 40 minutes that the sending off, of course, has changed the whole complexion of the match. And Brown with the shot, blocked by Watson. It's Gascoigne trying to close down Kisishev. And Powell surely to hit it long. Rufus has stayed up there. Away by Unsworth. Kinsella, as ever, so full of energy, looking incredibly fit despite the time of year. Mark Kinsella showing no signs of flagging, either physically or mentally at the moment. Now Hunt is in support of Parker, and Parker tries the shot. A little bit more self-belief, and their fans are certainly getting behind them. Is a very, very unlikely equaliser in the offing. Powell wins a corner. And Parker wants it short and will get it. Everton not alert to that. Now Stewart with the shot! Or takes a deflection, but off his own man. What a story that would have been back on his old ground. They got a huge cheer when his name was read out, Graham Stewart, and of course part of the winning side. Paul Gascoigne's hugely encouraging Everton debut comes to an end with 12 minutes to go, and what a reception. Stewart, Powell overlapping, now 3 in the penalty area for Charlton. It's over all of them, but it's not cleared very convincingly. Can Powell keep it in on this near side? He can. Plenty of red shirts in the box, and it might come to Kinsella. Well blocked by Nyako. Kinsella got plenty of power behind the shot. Powell back on the halfway line. Here comes the free kick. Hunt in there. Half away by Unsworth. Parker comes half off the referee. Brown hooks it back towards the goal and then headed out from under the crossbar, but the referee's whistle had gone, and I don't think there can be much doubt about that. Stewart, Parker in front of him, so too Hunt, and Stewart is brought down by Richard Goff. And this sort of position could well represent Charlton's best chance of getting back into the match. Taken quickly to Newton. Unsworth half clears it. Away by Ferguson back there helping out. He's done more defending than attacking on his second debut at home. And then Kinsella is caught late by Jeffers. And Jeffers, for aggregate offences as much as anything else, is going to get a yellow card. Instructions. Kinsella with the free kick. Rufus jumping with 4 Everton shirts. And Charlton have got to be careful here. Here's Max Moore. Watson has Jeffers on the far side. Ferguson through the middle. Max Moore keeps it in very expertly indeed. And then Watson it is trying the left-footed curling shot to make sure he just doesn't immediately, quite literally, throw possession away. Grabson with the strong run. Ferguson through the middle. Here's Duncan Ferguson! The goal he wanted! The goal he wanted! Duncan Ferguson back at his Goodison Park and with a goal. The noise is deafening as the man with the Everton tattoo still on his arm makes it 2-0 and surely settles the match. And it brings to an end what has been a very, very spirited 15 minutes from the Londoners. Still though, Kinsella trying to prompt his men forward. And the Gladys Street end is united in singing Duncan is back. Well, Ferguson's goal has slightly papered over the cracks of what has been at times a rather surprisingly hesitant Everton after they went in front, but the points are safe now.
Come on to Gumshots!
And Yako spreads the play to Unsworth. Now Stephen Hughes. Well, that was aimed towards Duncan Ferguson, away by Rufus. Unsworth charging in. Stephen Hughes again. Brown quite literally heads it out of his goalkeeper's hands, it seemed. And then coolly away by Kinsella, who has been so impressive this evening for Charlton. He really has, the Charlton skipper. There he is again in the thick of it. Fans could have asked for a lot more. Paul Gascoigne influential on his debut and setting up the first goal. And then Duncan Ferguson returning home, scoring the second. Stewart. Powell. Might be still time for a Charlton consolation goal. Kishishev. Well, he'll win a corner. Kinsella to take. Deep into the 2 minutes of stoppage time, and Everton looking for the third. Watson, Ferguson at the far post. Well, that was between Ferguson and Jeffers. Grabson. Jeffers, oh Ferguson, will this be his second? What a night this is turning out to be! Well, it may have taken a deflection and looped over Dean Kiley, but Duncan Ferguson will claim it. And he has his second on his second Goodison debut. Two for Duncan Ferguson, one for Francis Jeffers, made by Paul Gascoigne. A night for Evertonians to remember, and a season maybe to really anticipate.